If you visit Auschwitz even today, you will see upon the gates the phrase, "Work makes you free." If you watched the press conference Secretary Kristi Noem gave us on January 8th from New York, her podium read, "One of ours, all of yours." If you go to historical photographs and you look at Nazi leaders when they are speaking in formal settings, you will see slogans either behind them or on their podiums. Here we have Blut and Boden, which I'm sure I'm saying absolutely wrong, but what it translates to is blood and soil. Blood and soil emphasizing the racial connection between German people and the land in which they were living at the time. The idea that those who have, quote, pure German blood, who are not Jews, who are not any other marginalized or targeted group, they have a distinct right to the land. I am truly hoping that my video is not the first that you have seen when it comes to this phrase being on the podium of Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem. It is Nazi propaganda, and while I have seen some creators state that "one of ours, all of yours" is a direct translation from Nazi Germany, it is not. That does not diminish its use. Nazi propaganda relied heavily on slogans, mottos, sayings, etc. that were short, that were memorable, that were repeatable, and that were emotionally charged. These were the phrases that people could exchange in the streets, as they passed each other, to recognize each other, to say, "We are a community that demonizes Jews, communists, socialists, the LGBTQ community, that demonizes those who are scientists, that demonizes academics." The phrase "one of ours, all of yours" is not simply meant to troll the libs or own the libs. Instead, it is a sense of community for those who are on the wrong side of history. The idea that the situation in Minneapolis, the cold-blooded murder of Renee Nicole Good, was in fact a mythological attack on an ICE agent, one that should be perceived as an attack on all, not just ICE agents, but anyone who backs them up. The idea that "all of yours" is there is the idea that those who oppose ICE should have collective punishment. But this is not the first time we have seen this. We have seen this for, I don't know, a decade now? Perhaps this will ring a bell. All you have to do is put the slogan on your forehead. All you have to do, if you are someone who is a racist and a bigot who feels alone in a world that is progressing and changing and becoming more accepting and empathetic and all of those good things, is put on the hat. And suddenly you belong. You belong to a community. As vile as it is, it makes you feel like you have a sense of belonging and purpose and meaning to whatever it is that you believe with your cold, dark heart. And that's one of the big differences between us and them. We don't need a slogan. We don't need a flag with someone's face on it. We don't need a red hat to tell us that we belong, to validate the fact that our thoughts, beliefs, and ethics are correct. Keep using your critical thinking skills. Keep calling out this kind of bullshit. And don't be afraid, because this, to me, is grasping at straws and desperately trying to pull together a community that once was and is now coming unglued.